Morning, everybody. It's Tuesday. Um, as you can see, I am still in the green. I have done very well comparatively this week. I had the overhead light on for about 3 hours the day we did the call because I had it on for the call and then I left it on for a little while afterwards. Um, and I have had it on for a little while today. I'm getting ready to ruin it all though by doing more trialing. I have to trial starting tonight for this week, and then the really bad one in terms of like migraine, like my eye stuff. But the really bad one overall, to be honest, is the gluten. Um, and I won't be doing that until tomorrow or possibly the next day, depending on how the first set of trialing goes. So, yeah, so like, it's been a little bit less light sensitive, but I'm going to ruin it all by eating more gluten. Good times. So, as much fun as that is to talk about, for everyone, I'm just trying to like make this quickly before I go and eat something that's going to make me sick. So, um, this is actually like, it's only 9 o'clock, man. It's not even 9 o'clock yet. So like, I'm really early for me. Um, what else? I had stuff I was going to talk about and now it's all gone out of my head. Why am I like this? I should have written it down. I realize this. I know this. I know this to be true. But I always think I'm going to remember and it will be fine. And I'm always wrong. What was the thing that I had 30 seconds ago that I was going to talk about? What was it? Damn it. It was about tomatoes. It's tomato season again. And we got all of the boxes of tomatoes today. Yay! So, that's a thing that's going to be happening. So once again, I will not be able to use my arms for a while. I was trying... Okay, so you may or may not remember that last year at this time, I was trying to make a sweater, and the sweater part went very quickly. I did everything except the sleeves, and I started the sleeves, and then tomatoes happened, and I had to stop knitting because I couldn't use my arms. So the sweater has been sitting here, literally right here, for the last year. And then I realized it was getting to be tomato time, and like I needed to like do the sleeves if I was gonna do the sleeves, but I have not been knitting fast enough because I've been doing other stuff instead. So I have just started one sleeve because I ripped back to the beginning of the sleeves again because the sleeves were not coming out as intended. I had to make some adjustments to the sleeves. So this line is the safety line at the shoulder where I picked up for the sleeves. So this is as much as I have done thus far. Sorry, probably couldn't hear that because I had knitting in front of my mouth. That's as much as I've done so far. I'm going to knit them kind of two at a time. I don't have the right set of needles to knit them two at a time properly, which is where you put both sleeves on the needle at the same time, and then you knit across this one with one ball of yarn, and then you knit across this one with the second ball of yarn, and then knit around, and then switch balls of yarn again and do the other side. And so I don't have the right, I need a long set of needles to do that, and also more concentration than I currently have because you have to have two separate balls of yarn going at the same time and not get them tangled. And brain not so good right now. So I can't do them properly two at a time. So a technique that I have used successfully often for other things is where you knit kind of like in sections two at a time. So Like I will knit this bit. I'm supposed to knit 4 inches here, and then there's another decrease round. So I will knit that part, and then I will go over to the other sleeve and knit all of this part on that one. And the reason you knit 2 at a time for things like sleeves or socks or gloves or whatever is because, number one, you stop getting second sleeve syndrome or second sock syndrome or whatever, where you knit all of one and then you're bored with it and you don't want to do the second one. That's one reason. The other reason, and this is like a very practical reason, is that if you're knitting them both at the same time, it's much easier to keep them even, instead of like, because with knitting your tension varies depending on, you know, the weather or whatever, like, you know, anything can affect your knitting tension. So sometimes if you knit one sleeve and then like maybe your hands are tired, or maybe you are very stressed out or whatever, like sometimes you knit one sleeve and it turns out fine, and then you knit the second sleeve and it's much shorter or longer or bigger or, you know, whatever, like it turns out a different size even though you're knitting the same number of stitches and things. So if you knit them 2 at a time, it keeps them even. And I didn't knit them 2 at a time last time on purpose, because I knew that I was going to be making adjustments, and I didn't want to have to like rip out both of them when I knew I was going to be like making changes as I went. But now I know what I'm doing, so I'm just going to knit them both 2 at a time. It'll be easier. The reason that I ended up ripping them out is because I didn't knit them 2 at a time. One turned out a different size than the other. And then I just decided to rip them both out because I was going to make some adjustments anyway, so I could just re-knit them both at the same time, and hopefully they will turn out the same. Except that now I'm going to be knitting tomatoes? No. I'm going to be dealing with the tomatoes, the milling, and everything, so my arms are going to be all messed up. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen there. Your guess is as good as mine. That is my alarm to remind me that I need to make a video. I have it set for 9 o'clock on Tuesdays, so that I don't forget that it's Tuesday, essentially. I don't always make my videos at 9 o'clock, as you know, but I need the reminder just in case, because sometimes I get confused about what day of the week I'm on. So, yeah, okay, that's everything, I think. I love you all. I hope that you are having a good week. Wish me luck on the tomatoes, because I am going to need it. I will see you next week. Don't forget to be awesome.